Gunline. Fire mission coming down. It's your host Lopez here, and you're on listening to the On the Gunline podcast, where we shoot this shit like we did out in the field. Or if you never went to the field and you were some kind of a pogue, well, beyond what a pogue is, you were, just chilling in the barracks, just shooting it up in the fucking rec room or whatnot. Or if you're S1, supply, what y'all would do in the fucking cages. I don't know, what the fuck ever. It's goddamn Thursday. It's freezing out here in San Antonio, Texas. I got my co-host Lee Hunt, and we got back here on the gun line, fresh from the sea stories, the average Joe, G.I. Joe iPod. Let me rephrase that. The average G.I. Joe podcast, which is honestly, y'all, it's like if you hear the sea stories, it's like being here on the gun line, but with sailors. They be hanging out with some brews and shit, giving each other fucking beer snob stories, like this. I got this pale ale from, I got Adam here with us, baby. I got Adam here with us, and Hunt doesn't seem like he's gonna make it today. I'm gonna give him his blessing because today he looks a little under the weather.
Yeah, I know, like all baggy eyes and puffy and shit. Like this shit just literally happened about an hour ago, where I've been felt like shit. Like this heartburn and shit's been kicking in.
I don't know. Yeah. What do you got to say, Adam? How's your day going today, brother?
Not too bad. Thanks for having me on. It's dirty on the gun line. It's hot in the gun line. There's no air conditioning, so.
Damn, that
Let's
sounds
see how long I can make it.
Well, shit, you sound like you are ready to rock it out here. All we got to get is a motherfucking real fire mission, start slinging some goddamn rounds down range. Hunt, on the other hand, he just looking, bro, you keep opening your mouth like that.
God, I don't know what it is, man. It's like every time I get ready to start throwing up, man, I start yawning a lot. So like I said, don't be surprised if I rush out of here and
dude, I don't know why. I mean, I was never into Soul Sisters, in my youth. But for some reason, you kind of looking a little sexy to me, man. I don't know if it's because we got a sailor over here who's bringing out my YMCA fucking village people out, but you looking kind of cute with that long hair, bro.
No, long hair don't care.
Hey, brother. So let me ask y'all something, man. Let me start off with you here, Adam. Let's say you're on a ship right now, and you hear this shit that's going on with the Ukraine. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not the Ukraine, it's Ukraine. You hear what's going on out there. Are you getting like a pucker effect in your ass? Like, oh shit, I'm about to launch me a tomahawk. I'm about to launch a tomahawk.
Yeah, like I wish like I have no connections out there in the Navy right now, like no real connections where they could, give me the feel. But like I'd be interested to see what the tomahawkers out there are training on, if they're training on missions out there in the Eastern Bloc or whatever, and if they diverted all their Middle Eastern training missions into like that area of the neighborhood. But for sure, if we were floating out there in the Black Sea or the
Baltics, ain't it?
Yeah.
You know what? Well, because it's February, we'll say it's the Black Sea.
Yeah.
Like,
the African American Sea.
But yeah, I'd definitely be ready for that. The radio comms to come over, like telling us to start spinning up.
Dude. Okay, so we get a warning order, which is fire mission. That's our warno, right? What do you guys get? Like, do you guys have like a warning order? Or do you guys have like in the movies where a little fucking and everybody just runs?
No, we maintain comms with our tasking authority, and then when they come over the radio, they usually tell us to start spinning up missiles, and then that's when we activate the alarms, because we do get an alarm that notifies the ship that stuff is going down.
All hands on deck. Swab the deck.
It's called battle stations.
So that is a real thing.
Yeah. General quarters, actually. The ship goes to general quarters for battle stations.
Oh, meanwhile, we're over there just laying on our cots, fucking with 10 toes up. Just here, gunline, fire mission coming down. Get up. Damn. Hey, Hunt. Brother. Happy Black History Month, bro. See, he has his microphone up, so we can't hear what he's saying.
Okay, there we go. Yes, but every month should be Black History Month.
Every month should be American History Month, my brother.
Every month is American History Month. It just averts some history out because it makes America look bad, and they don't want that. How can they make America look bad? It's the greatest country on earth. Even though
Hey, how do you feel about Tom Brady retiring, making his announcement on February 1st?
Man, fuck Tom Brady. First of all, you don't give a fuck about Tom.
I mean,
Thomas Brady.
I'm not going to argue with you there, but
Yeah,
He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
yeah,
But he did take away from February 1st being Colin Kaepernick Day instead. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, goodness.
You know, we going there, baby. It's the midweek memo. That's how we.
Yo, but shout out to fucking TXU.
Who?
My electric company.
Oh, why? Did they help you out? For those unaware, you know, if you've been living under a fucking rock the past week, Texas is surviving, you know, Freeze-mageddon Part 2. And what did TXU do for you, or whatever you called it?
Yeah, TXU, the electric company. So this is a couple of days ago. I guess it's like a loyalty rewards program, but they sent me $56 or $58 in the mail. So I was like, what the fuck? So I got it. I was like, yo, this is a little heavy. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Mm-hmm.
So I open it up and I'm like, oh shit, there's a card in here. And I'm reading. I was like, okay. First I was like, yo, this is a scam. Oh yeah, customer. Here's $56. I was like, oh shit. Okay, let's hey. I don't know, man. It's just a good thing. I might fuck around and activate the card and just go out and give it to a random homeless person, man.
I wouldn't even do that, man. They're gonna take it back from you when you pay your motherfucking bill. But yeah. Now that we're here together, I got a small bone to pick with Mr. Adam. You know, on his last C stories, he was giving a bunch of kudos to the army and shit.
Too much.
Fucking dog. I mean, I get it. Y'all need some heroes too. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody needs heroes.
But nah, bro. Then he went to try to save it on that side, right? He's like, but let me just say something real quick here. When we out there on the ocean by ourselves, you know, there's nobody there to help us or support us. We got to pull our own guard. We don't have divisions of soldiers to pull guard for us. And I'm thinking to myself, this motherfucker makes it sound like he's the 300 and he's Leonidas, you know, in Thermopylae, talking about, you know, we dine in hell tonight. I hate to break this to you, brother. We got to pull our own guard too.
Yeah. And then
meanwhile, y'all got
I felt myself digging that hole.
Right.
Like I couldn't even defend ourselves properly. But what I was trying to get at is like I don't know. Like I don't know how it is in the army or within your companies and divisions, but like on a small destroyer like the one I was on, there's 200 people. That's it. If the ship is on fire, it's those 200 people that are going to be pulling hoses and doing that. If the ship gets attacked by like boats and shit, like you know what I'm saying, then it's us on the 50 cals, and you know, with the M4s and shit on top side, like defending ourselves.
I'm sure those Somali pirate boats, you know, won't have nothing on y'all. Dude, I know. I mean, I get what you're saying though. Being out there. Wait, so when you guys are out, like, out there sailing, y'all don't go as a group together. It's just one boat. Y'all don't have like other boats for support around y'all.
Yeah,
obviously OPSEC. I don't know how much OPSEC is out there. I don't know, but I mean,
there's a carrier, the aircraft carrier, which is obviously going to be like, that's the big part of the Navy. Is like you're launching airplanes or jets and stuff like that, and kind of our job is kind of to protect the carrier. So we are going to be, there's going to be like a carrier, a refueling ship, and a couple of destroyers and cruisers sailing with it. But there's also like other missions going down. Like the last time I deployed was when the Somali pirates were just hijacking shit all the time. So like they would pull a destroyer away from the carrier strike group to go sail around Africa to ensure the peacetime
civilization.
We got some boats permanently stationed in Spain, and they'll go up by sails into the Black Sea or the Red Sea or whatever the fuck it's called, and they'll go sail around by themselves. And like the Russians are always buzzing those ships. And, you know,
word.
They're always out there by themselves too.
We'd get too trigger happy, huh, Hunt? We wish a
Yeah, I mean,
motherfucker would.
you can buzz it all you want, but look here, guy. You got one time to get too fucking close. I mean, I understand you buzzing it, but hey, guy, hey, right or wrong, it's gone. Fuck it. That's gonna be it. Hey, send it.
Like
Oh.
I know, I know. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this, me and you, Lopez, when we got together. But like, how do you guys handle, like, there are the ROE, the rules of engagement, and like they're constantly being like, you're within your right according to the rules of engagement to engage.
Mm-hmm.
But there's always like hesitation amongst the upper chain of command. There's always an officer like, hey,
Let's see.
take it easy. Like,
Well, that's easy. So I know for us, right? When you're out doing patrols, there's still that ROE, and I don't know if Lopez. I ain't gonna say trigger happy, but like, listen, man, like, listen. If I'm telling you to stop, if I'm going through the progression and you're still coming, like, it is what it is. Like, I follow my thing. You're just gonna have to get. You're just gonna have to. Well, what you used to do is have to write the fucking sworn statements back in 0506, but like, fuck it, man. Like, I understand it's a bigger aspect to it, with as far as like the having a conflict with the Navy or Air Force than like having a ground troop have a conflict with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, let's face it, the North and South always had them little shots going back and forth. South Korea,
Yeah.
So,
just to as the first sergeants like to say, just a caveat or piggyback off of him. It's easier to hide a 5.56 or a 7.62, than it would be,
a whole tomahawk.
Yeah, or whatever you guys would launch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But however, yeah, we had those stupid ass rules of engagement, which honestly, bro, we put a lot of as a private, as a lower enlisted, we put a lot of confidence in our NCOs.
True.
So they would tell us like, hey man, we got your back. If you shoot, you shoot. At least that's the type of relationship I had with my NCO. And being that I was the lead gunner in the Humvee fucking platoon, I had a lot of leeway. So my chief was like, hey Lopez, if you feel like you need to shoot, shoot. And we got your back. All right, too easy. So whenever I did end up pulling the trigger, there was one incident where I may or may not have had look, man, it was a fucking bus. I couldn't tell. Bop, bop. And my chief was like, what was that? And I was like, warning shot. And he's like, where'd you aim? And I said, the grill. But I mean, he had my back. We never reported it up the chain. My first sergeant was in the Humvee with us. He didn't give two fucks. We kept on Charlie Mike, and means that's continue mission.
Yeah.
I heard y'all, y'all were wondering about some of the jargon that we use. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'd like to touch on it. I mean, I wish that's why I wanted to have us all in here together. But
we'll schedule something like legit.
Yeah, we do need to get that in, but just dropping some jargon in there. We Charlie Mike, but there was another incident where I fucking fired and I had to go do a fucking SIR because, my lieutenant happened to be the XO, well, the captain by then, which is captain is a whole different fucking rank in the Navy, right? So that's like the equivalent to a colonel for y'all, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, but ours is a 03. Yep. And since I fired around, we had a fucking call up and report it. And even my smoke was like, him done good, sir. What do you want me to put on there? Him done good. So we had the leeway of, if we felt threatened, shoot the motherfucker. If motherfucker caps out and dies, too bad, so sad. And when I became an NCO, I paid it forward to my gunner.
Yeah.
So we were in Mosul, and then coincidentally, after my tour ended, Hunt and his unit came and fucking replaced us out there in Mosul. And but I told my gunner, we were in MRAPs, and I told my gunner, hey man, I don't give a fuck if he's a 5-year-old or an 80-year-old. We were getting hit a lot with these things called RKG-3 grenades, which are anti-tank grenades. And what they would do is they have a parachute, right? So they would chuck it, and then parachute would fucking stabilize it, and then bop, drop right onto the fucking MRAP, and it was a point detonate. So it would hit, and then a slug would go through. It was a pretty fucked up fucking situation. But another thing they would do was they would cut the parachute off, and they would just fastball that shit at the MRAP, bro. So they were trying to hit like the last vehicle was their fucking tactic. So I would tell my gunner, man, if you see a motherfucker chucking his arm back and he's gonna throw something, waste him. Waste him. I don't give a fuck. 6-year-old, 10-year-old, 80-year-old. Oh, he had a shoe in his hand. I don't give a fuck. You know what? It looked like an RKG3 to me. Do you think I got time to fucking differentiate?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's that confidence that you have to have between in that small section. And I mean, I'm sure that it has to be in some way, y'all have something akin to that, you know, where your NCOs have that type of relationship with the lower enlisted. You know, you have to build that. Now, I don't know if it's still there. You know, I ended up leaving in 15. Hunt followed right behind me. How do you got it? We used to build like the team. We used to have section parties. You know what I mean? Where they would all kick back, hang around, drink a couple brews, drop some dominoes or whatever. And that's how we built our camaraderie. Mm-hmm. How did you guys do that? You know, in the Navy aspect, like how did you guys build camaraderie within your sections?
Pretty much the same. There's a lot
of Dungeons and Dragons, huh?
That's fucked up, but funny.
No, it's a lot of like I don't know, like our Fridays like almost like free days for you guys in the Navy. Say like you're in port in the but stateside, like our Fridays generally like your take it easy days before the weekend.
Okay.
But anyways, that's how it is in the Navy, and it still fucks me up today that I gotta work a full 8 hours on a Friday, you know, in my civilian job. And pretty much in the Navy, like our Fridays are like our easy days. If you don't got shit going on, then like the LPO, the leading petty officer, the E6, he'll take the division out, the work center out, and we'll go to a restaurant. We'll go to like hit a couple holes at the golf links and stuff like that. That's how we kind of do it.
And you see Hunt already.
What is a division? Because you say division, I'm thinking something like the 101st.
Okay,
we're thinking about 25,000 people when we say division.
Yeah. Okay. You talk about an E6 taking that motherfucker out like, God damn, this motherfucker rich.
I'll break it down really quickly. On the boat, you got departments, weapons department, combat systems, engineering, etc. Within the departments, you have divisions, CM division. CM division is like the Tomahawker. CE division is like the display text for the weapon systems, stuff like that. And then within the divisions, you have work centers. So CMO1 is all the Tomahawkers, CMO2 is the harpoon techs, and CMO3 are the VLS gunners mates. And the VLS is where we load the missiles into.
So division sounds like a platoon.
Okay.
It sounds like a platoon element where you have 4 different sections, which with us, it'll be 4 firing sections in a FDC, which are fire direction center.
I remember they broke that shit down now. There's 3 sections in the FDC.
Oh, well.
Yeah, they broke that shit down, man. They changed that shit all around, man.
Fuck it.
And so on the boat, we usually do stuff with our division instead of like, so fire controlman is one of the major enlisted rates on a destroyer, because a destroyer is a combat system ship. So obviously fire controlmen are going to fit into the combat system weapons role. But like the divisions are where the most of the camaraderie forms, and then it goes outward for them. But you're closest with your division, and then you're good friends with the department.
Dude, it was interesting. I'm gonna touch a lot on your podcast on the Sea Stories, which you can find on the Average GI Joe podcast. And I guess we're boring Hunt over here.
No, man.
I know.
I'm telling you, man.
Bro, you know what? Why don't you just call it a night, man? Why don't you take it?
No, man, because I took a nap. It was supposed to be 15 minutes, but it wound up being like 2 hours.
You need to start carrying the Tums around, like when
I know. Matter of fact, if it wasn't so fucking the rolls wasn't so shitty, I would have to go get some, man. But
Bro.
it's supposed to be melted tomorrow. I'm getting some tomorrow, man. Fuck this shit. This isn't it.
Let me tell
Hey,
you
real quick, Lopez, do you do the 7-Up and Vicks thing
for my Rona.
or anything?
Well, actually, I had the Rona about 3 weeks ago now.
Same. I did too.
Yeah, bro. It didn't do shit to me. Yeah. It was more of a man flu. That's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? But I was gonna do the typical Latino thing of just Vicks Vapor Rub, a 7-Up or Sprite. You know what I'm saying? And some Fidelis, some noodles.
Yep.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I ended up going the white route, and because my wife is part white, and she gave me some zinc with some vitamin D. Don't go there, Hunt. I knew you were going there.
It was the BBC of vitamin D.
Too easy.
This motherfucker, yeah, for real. That and I had some zinc, some vitamin D, and some Dayquil. Good to go, Chief. That shit worked out. Like, you know,
okay, Joe Rogan. Okay, Joe Rogan. You gotta fucking they're gonna fucking try to stifle this since you're trying to give advice right now.
Here we go. We going with it. And on the gun line, y'all, if y'all don't know, that's how we do it. We think we have a topic we're gonna talk about, but guess what? That bitch always sidesteps. Just so y'all know, I'm thinking about starting up a new intro to go along with the fucking podcast where it has the regular intro, the doom bullshit, but then it has like some steps, like a motherfucker walking and just walking up under the net on somebody and just bam, just leads into us talking. Because that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? That's basically how it is. And with that being said, what the fuck do y'all think about that shit? Motherfuckers taking their motherfucking music down because Joe Rogan. What you got, Adam?
I think in the short term it's kind of dumb, but I could kind of see it working because you're 20-30 years in the future, you're going to be listening to that music where you're probably not going to watch Joe Rogan episode number 1118 in 30 years, you know?
Yeah.
And so what if that bitterness that these artists have towards Spotify lasts longer than what Joe Rogan's gonna put out, and they never come, then they're gonna miss out on music which is timeless versus Joe Rogan who's finite.
Damn, this motherfucker using big ass words like Rick and Morty.
Baby words and shit, man. You know what our score was, man? Bring that shit down. You gotta dump it.
Hey, if some of you army cats need me to bring puppets next time.
Yeah, some sock puppets. Yeah.
Oh shit, that was good. That was fucking good.
Oh man.
Oh shit. Oh, this motherfucker bringing the heat today. Yeah, we need you to break it down Barney style.
Yeah, okay. All right. I'll make some sock puppets next time so I can explain myself.
Bro, you said finite. You know where my head went to? The finite curve on fucking Rick and Morty. You know what I'm saying? That shit, that's where it went to, Rick and motherfucking Morty. But
I was thinking about some chemical shit, like chemical compounds. Is this the shit that makes the rounds go? This in propellants?
Bro, so no, I think you got a point, but is Spotify really gonna be out that long?
No.
So honestly, Joe Rogan is the hotness right now. And here's the thing I have a question about Joe Rogan though. When did he become a comedian?
Honestly, he was a comedian years and years and years ago, right, even before UFC.
Okay. The only time I know Joe Rogan is Fear Factor.
Yep.
That's it. I always thought that he was Joey from fucking Blossom. All right. That's what I thought he was.
And he was on a sitcom too.
News Radio.
Yeah, he was. But he wasn't a comedian per se.
Like if you ask me, tell a Joe Rogan joke, I couldn't tell you shit.
He got into it with Carlos Mencia, though. I remember that.
Yeah, he called him out, but I don't know a Joe Rogan bit. Yeah. Like I know a couple of Joe Rogan bits. Carlos Mencia, you know, the I know that. Yeah. I know that from Carlos Mencia. But yeah, I know that he got into it. And he called him out for being a fucking joke stealer, a joke thief. But I never knew his comedy until recently that I looked it up. And It's just anger comedy, like
he's just talking loud.
pretty much. But don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. I love him as a podcaster. Like he has very interesting ass people that come in. Like I don't think that he's the end all be all, but I do think I agree with a lot of the shit that he says. Like he brings motherfuckers on there, they have a discussion, and I don't think it's wrong. And you know what? It makes sense as to why our shit never gets fucking put out, Hunt. How many times have I put out motherfucking bad data then on the Rona? Anytime I put this one's gonna have like 5 views now because
we started speaking about that controversy. And man, you know what's crazy? I forgot, man. So I had asked a question on the TikTok the other day, right? And this is a good question. Did you see it? Okay. So the question was, and I tagged some of the military people, and I was like, so what's the deal with the whole us versus you thing, right? And I was like, what I mean by that is like, it seems like you active duty people have it out for the vet bros, if you will. And I was like, us vet bros that you're talking about, the OEF, OIF guys, we listen to what the Desert Storm guys had to tell us. I was like, no one would ever disrespect a Vietnam veteran, a World War II veteran, Korean War, and call them a vet bro, right? I was like, so what's the hate with us? And it was actually pretty good. There's a drill sergeant. She was a drill sergeant. She asked me to go on her live, and we discussed it because she was like, "Yo, she's like, it's a good topic." There's this Navy dude. He's like a master chief or some shit. This motherfucker stack us up here.
Oh,
but yeah. But he actually commented a lot on it. We had a good exchange back and forth on it. And the census it is not the only time that they think is vet bros is when OIF, OEF are talking. His thing was if you're talking about women in the military or gays in the military and how they don't belong or anything like that. But he was like, yeah, man. He's like, I can see where you're coming from. Another person was like, it's about the approach. You know what I'm saying? But it was just a good conversation.
Adam, please, would you like to articulate give us your thesis, since you're all Mr. Educated and shit, breaking out. You know what? You so smart, bro. I want you to define an azimuth for me.
An azimuth?
Yeah, define azimuth.
That's oh man.
Oh,
I can't.
Yeah, it's a way. What is it? An imaginary line that comes from a northern base point, read in a clockwise manner, expressing direction. Bam.
That's what they used to use back in the day for artillery.
6400, baby. Nah, but no, I mean, to Lee Hunt's point, I think that I don't know how active you are on like the Tickety Talks or shit like that. Probably not at all. Then okay, cool. No. But have you heard any of that conversation as far as like, or you or your buds? Have y'all heard any of that conversation about vet bros? Like motherfuckers like always saying like back in my day. Have you heard any of that before?
No, but isn't that like everybody does that though? What is it about OEF that they're specifically like? I've heard back in my day, like throughout my whole military career, what is it specifically about the OEF besides like?
It just seems like that's the guys that are like they're always talking about the most. So they're not just saying, "Oh, it's you guys," but it's normally the guys that have just gotten out. They've done a couple of deployments or whatever, and they're just like targeting them. And
we're getting shit on. Basically, our generation is getting shit on because anytime that we try to give any kind of advice or any kind of for example, when you got in, I'm pretty sure that there were some motherfuckers that probably were Gulf War vets. You know what I mean? And you probably listened to them and you know what they had to say, right? Well, the active duty nowadays, they turn around on us vets and be like, oh yeah, you guys think you're like the hot shit, or they call us vet bros because we say things that are not towing the line with the way the military is progressing. I mean, I don't know what it was like in the Navy. So I can't speak to what life aboard a ship would be like. But I would assume it's something the same along the lines of being out on the field on a gun line where we do a lot of shit talking and go ahead.
I think we're just caught in the middle transitional period. Like say like the World War II vets that were in like trench warfare, and then you get to the Vietnam vets where it's all jungle warfare. Like, imagine like being like, hey, back in my day, we're doing this and that, and then you guys got out here with fucking jets, and they're just blanketing whole sections of area. You got these automatic weapons that are super accurate according next to our fucking whatever they were using. So like, imagine those guys. And then
I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I think that too, it's about a respect thing, because like, it's like they don't want to take our advice. It's like, oh, shut up, you vet bro. You had your glory days. You were toxic. You know what I'm saying? And
okay, boomer.
Yeah, like, okay, boomer. It's like, dude, I'm just trying to give you advice, like, to help you out. Like, I got it.
Is this like a veteran that's got out trying to tell active duty people, like trying to give them advice?
So, Hunt, I think you could articulate it more. If you could ask the question again, maybe I misunderstood it, or maybe Adam's not hearing it right. Let's see. Can you ask it? And maybe motherfuckers on the gun line, or from the C Stories, or Average G.I. Joe iPod, whatever the fuck is. Can you say your fucking podcast thing, please?
Average G.I. Joe podcast.
They can't just keep it simple, can they? Just say,
no, so it's not just a particular person. It's just more like a genre, if you will.
Yeah.
Genre. That's like a $2 word, right?
How about a generation?
Yeah, a generational thing. So it's like, I don't even know how to rephrase that, man. Maybe if I was drunk, I could do that, man. I hadn't even been able to really drink.
Brother, you sent us the fucking text message this morning. You were drinking some Polish vodka. Wasn't that this morning?
That was the other night. No, that was yesterday. I said I was preparing for the storm.
Goddamn.
But no, man, I haven't even cracked the seal yet. I'm telling you, man, this heartburn and just, I don't know what the fuck's wrong.
Adam. You're out now. So, did y'all motherfuckers sneak alcohol onto the boats?
Yeah.
Were y'all allowed to have like alcohol on there?
You have to check it into it's an alcohol locker.
What?
And
damn.
You couldn't, like, it's like if you bought a bottle overseas, you check it into the alcohol locker, and then you got it when you got home. It's not like it's not like on your off time you go to the alcoholic locker, pour yourself a drink, and then.
Dude, back in the day when the Navy was relevant, World War II.
World War
II. Honestly, I think that the Navy would be the reason that we win a lot of our wars going future forward over the fucking Air Force, bro.
Air Force owns the sky.
Man.
Our Air Force owns the fucking sky.
Yeah, you
I ain't on the Navy.
Now, here's the thing, though. Here's my thought on it. Check it. You could park a motherfucking ship out on the side of a motherfucking bay for a long ass time, and it ain't gonna be wasting no fuel. And you got fucking, motherfucking long range capabilities with them things. You got fucking birds on them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Air Force, they gotta land again and refuel, bro. These motherfuckers on the boat, they just be sitting out there pushing a button, sending shit down. Plus, they can block motherfucking routes, like through fucking canals that, people need to import, export shit through. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a global fucking, go ahead, bro. What do you say?
Oh, I was just going to say, like, I think the Navy has the second largest Air Force next to the United States Air Force.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not shitting on I'm not shitting on the Navy. I just think that if the shit pops off, man, if it honestly pops off and we have to get involved, our Air Force is going to dominate the skies. Our Air Force is going to dominate. I'm not shitting on the Navy. I understand the Navy. Like, when they sent them shits off at the beginning of OIF-1, I was still in Kuwait, and we were looking at that shit. It's like, tomahawks everywhere. It's like, God damn, they're fucking shit up over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is cool.
What if an ally doesn't want our Air Force planes on their landings, on their airports?
Yeah, that's a problem. Then you just be like, yo, fuck you.
Navy has their own airport, a floating airport.
Touche. Dude, y'all know this is gonna go into an extra fucking hour, right?
Yeah.
Just so y'all know. I mean, Hunt, I don't watch it a drop off, but
no, I'm good, man.
Okay, cool. So here's my question now. Let's go to Ukraine, bro. Let's go to Ukraine. I mean, how the fuck are we gonna get boats into that area though? Like, where the fuck are they gonna dock?
Probably
or not even dock. Not
Yeah,
dock, but you know what the fuck? I mean, where the fuck are they gonna be at? I mean, isn't Ukraine landlocked?
No,
There's
it's along the sea.
Is it the Baltics, the Black Sea? Let's go ahead and look at this.
I think it's the Black Sea.
Damn it. I mean, I got a computer over here, but y'all motherfuckers got free hands. Hey, well,
you know what? It's the first one that popped up. I was like, what sea is near? And it said Ukraine.
Looks like everybody looking that shit up.
So yeah, it's gonna be the Black Sea.
Okay, yeah, I was right.
So yeah. But now how they gonna
While he's okay, how are we gonna get into the Black Sea?
Well, they won't have to get that far. They can just there's a couple of there's like the Mediterranean that could be off of the coast of, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Tomahawks could hit it from the Med, and then going up through Turkey, there's the strait right there that we could get into the Black Sea.
Hey, have you guys talked about the tattoos yet already on your pod? Y'all were talking about tattoos, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Like I said, this shit goes all over the place.
That's cool.
You know, black folks and tattoos, I never understood, quite frankly. It's like skywriting at nighttime. But
color tattoos.
What tattoos?
Color tattoos. Like, I don't know, man, because like I've seen some people that could work real good with darker skin and color tattoos.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta really get up there to close to see it though. Yeah. But you know, but anyway, tattoo wise, like the Navy has their tradition in tats.
Yeah.
And like I was listening to Homeboy about the fucking the chicken and the pigs, the rooster and the pigs. Yeah, I mean, because they were the ones that always floated. So it was like a good luck type of deal, like, you know, to keep you afloat if the bitch sank. You know, the Army, I think the traditional tattoos for Army are always like pinups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So definitely dog tags some kind of way.
Man, no, that's a motherfucking private. Now, look, I was a fucking boot at one time, obviously, and I can show you my very boot tattoo. All right. I mean, I was fresh out of basic fucking training, bro. I don't know if y'all got any boot tattoos. I got a fucking straight up boot tattoo, and I'm gonna be happy to show it to y'all. It is the cross cannons.
Oh, that is so fucking boot. God damn it. You know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I know we got 30 seconds left, but I was this close after we came back from my first deployment to getting old Abe tattooed on my right arm.
Oh,
that would have been some boot shit.
We're gonna come right back here in about a minute. I'll send y'all out the link, y'all. Hey, what's up, everybody? Is back here with Lopez, and you're listening to the On the Gunline podcast. I appreciate y'all still being here with us. If you've made it through this far, as you can see, it's kind of gone all over the place. Look, y'all, I'm fucking tired. All right, I literally just got off work, and you know, invited this cat on. Great cat, cool cat. Y'all need to go check it out. Check out his podcast. It's the Average G.I. Joe podcast. And dude, they get down, y'all. They get down. I dig it. I really dig his podcast. It's kind of like, it's like shooting the shit, man. And it really is. It showed me what, you know, listening to his podcast, that we have so many similarities just in different branches. You know what I mean? And they're a little more liberal on their end with the way they do things. And I'm just it's already recording, y'all, just so y'all know. And I was just talking about Adam's podcast and how the Navy just seems to be a lot more lax with shit than and liberal with things in the military. In the military. Not that y'all not military, but then the Army. But I mean, I guess the same would be said by the motherfucking jarheads. So they could suck a dick anyway. What were you talking about before the shit went out?
Oh yeah, the tattoo I was gonna get.
Yeah. What was the tattoo you were gonna get?
I was gonna get Old Abe tattooed on my right arm. Like, that was gonna be the most Buddhist shit of fucking ever.
Old Abe?
Yeah.
What do you mean, Old Abe?
You know who Old Abe is? The mascot of the greatest division in the United States Army, the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault.
You talking about that chicken?
I was about to get that eagle tattooed on my arm, baby.
the fucking choking chicken.
Listen, that's the best division in the world, boy.
Okay. First of all, y'all can keep that Rendezvous with Destiny. Do y'all have any kind of like inter fucking fleet rivalries? Like this fucking fleet is better than this fleet or anything like that?
What about songs? Y'all have any like fleet songs?
That's what I was gonna get to. So do y'all have anything like that? Like, you know, the Pacific fleet is better than the Atlantic fleet, if that even fucking exists.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Now, do y'all have fleet songs?
I don't think so.
Okay, see, we have division songs.
Yeah.
So a fleet, I would say, is akin to a division. We have like 25,000 per fucking division. So your division is broken down to brigades, which is broken down to battalions, which is broken down to batteries and companies, and then to the rest of a bullshit. So I'm guessing that's probably like what y'all would be as a fleet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So see, the 100 and worst, they have this fucking Rendezvous with Destiny. What is this Rendezvous with Destiny y'all have?
That came from World War II. It was a saying from World War II. And they said, we have no history, but we have a rendezvous with destiny. And they was like, oh man, this shit right here, man, shit gets dick hard when you hear that shit.
Nuts.
You're fucking brand new fucking private. You're like, God damn it, let's fucking go. Let me go ahead and do this 10-mile run for no fucking reason.
I ain't gonna lie, man. They do give us some motivational bullshit. Like me, when I was in basic training, I got all pumped up with the field fucking artillery. Like I love the field artillery. Hence why King of Battle was in the cross cannons was my first tattoo. Yes, sir. King of Battle. And I showed up to my first unit, booed as fuck, which was where I met Lee Hunt. He was my fucking, well, he was a specialist at the time. And then he became corporal and then sergeant. Were you a corporal?
Yes, I was.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was terrorizing motherfuckers as a corporal.
Motherfucker. But you know, and I was a little old private back then, but with a fucking cross cannon. So I got clowned a lot. Dude, when I first showed up to my unit, Adam, so fucking embarrassing. I showed up with knee-high socks, white socks. All right, like I'm back in the hood.
Choloed out.
Yeah. But with fucking with army shorts on, bro. So it looked retarded as fuck. So, what the fuck, man? And what a dumbass. What a fucking boot, bro.
For real.
What was the most boot thing you ever did? Adam.
Oh man, it's like I'm such an introvert that like I would never put myself out there. And nothing off the top of my head comes up.
So
basically, you were that guy that just probably played World of Warcraft in your room.
No. Halo, but.
So if I don't know if you could be able to hear this, but I'm gonna play this for you, okay, Adam?
Okay.
Play it, man.
Gotta wait till this goes off. This is gonna be the biggest shit you've ever heard in your life. It's not it. Oh, god damn it. Matter of fact, hopefully this is it. I think this is it. Strengthen courage, like the spark that will always keep men free. Assault right down through the sky for blue. Keep your eye on the job till you're done. We're the soldiers of the 101st. We'll fight till the battle's won. Air assault! What? Come on, man.
So, Adam, let me ask you something.
I think that shit is cool, but in private, you know?
Like, I wouldn't tell people that you still listen to that song.
Like, I don't even... Yeah. Like, It's cool in private.
Or when you're like drunk with a bunch of other homies that were from the 100 and worse, you know what I'm saying? But
not really. Like, I don't like.
Come on, man. This song is just great,
bro. Here's the thing.
I think it's cool that like it's lasted like decades and decades, and it's still like, I don't know, relevant, but like I'll keep that in the back of my head. Like I don't need to, like...
I mean, bro, You can't get better than in the Navy.
Yeah.
You can sail the 7 seas. But
I don't
no.
think that's an official Navy song. But
Like every division has that though. They have some form of a fucking song that they sing.
Think colleges with fight songs. That's what we
yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Like my favorite was the 2ID song and the 3rd ID song. That's 2nd Infantry Division and 3rd Infantry Division, which I was part of both. And but you know, here's the thing about the 100 and worst. They always want to claim, you know, we're the greatest airborne unit ever, blah, blah, blah. When was the last time y'all jumped out of an airplane, huh?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah. It's about that time to get rid of that airborne off of there.
Hell no, man.
What colors the beret y'all wear? Do y'all wear a maroon beret?
Yeah, we wear silver berets because we're air assault. Well, they do.
Right. Air assault. At least air assault is more fucking relevant than airborne. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
But anyways, shit, I don't know where I was going with this, y'all. Again, I apologize to the listeners. I literally just got off of work. I didn't have an agenda. I didn't have anything to talk about. I didn't even want to drop this to be not drop. I didn't know if I wanted to record or not because it's fucking cold as balls. So, Adam, what do you have on your agenda, bro? What do you have that you want to talk about? There's got to be something, baby.
Oh yeah, I got like a really quick one.
Bring it.
Like I said, I do listen to you guys like every time as much as I can, and like I feel like a couple of times you guys talked about like I think you said something along the lines that like NCOs that haven't fought in wartime are trying to teach the younger guys how to fight a war or something along this line. And I just want to take that to like another sub level where like now we got these like junior enlisted people that are coming in during this pandemic where we're doing military business not like it used to be, and that should be affecting them, right? Because like let me explain as far as like the Navy end. You got these junior sailors that are going on these deployments, and like part of a Navy deployment is like you hit these foreign stops along the way to do like ambassador missions and stuff like that, and then before you get to the Gulf. Well, now these and that's kind of like part of the incentive of the Navy, right? You join the Navy, see the world. Now we got these junior sailors that are like going on these deployments, and they're just spending like 3, 4, 5, 6 months because of this pandemic, not stopping anywhere. And like the whole time they're training, they're drilling, and then they're just preparing for war. Like, and what kind of incentive is that to like keep these guys in? Do you guys hear anything like that, or how this pandemic is affecting the junior sailors that never were part of the Navy post or pre-pandemic?
What you got, Hunt? You got anything on that?
No, because like soldiers always bitch about every fucking little thing as it is, like ours do. So it's like, so I don't think they really realize like, oh well, you know, I could take leave and say go to New York and just chill prior to the pandemic or whatever, and you know, but I don't think I just think soldiers are gonna bitch. And I'm not saying like I was this super cool who squared away motherfucker, because I was chopped up at one point. But I just think soldiers are just gonna bitch, man, and it's gonna be up to them leaders to be like, listen, man, there's nothing I can do. These are the rules set forth by the commander. It is what it is, man.
All right, so let me get my 2 cents in here. So I believe what Adam is referring to when I said I was talking about when NCOs try to teach soldiers about combat, or you know, going
Clarify
over there.
that, please.
No, you're good. I mean, it's because it goes back to this one smoke that we had, and I love this smoke, man. He's a great man now, but back at that time he was a bit fucking crazy. You know who you are, Smoke Chivari, and that's another term for y'all in the Navy. Smoke. That's a field artillery, U.S. Army field artillery term specifically. Smoke. Exclusively Army field artillery. Smoke. That's our platoon sergeant. Anyway, this guy was Smoke Chivari. Smoke Chivari was a drill sergeant who never left the fucking trail. The trail is slang term for being on drill sergeant duty.
Okay.
And when he came to us, my friend, oh boy, was he on one. But not only that, he was telling us how it was going to be over there whenever we got over there. There was one small problem. He'd never been over there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of hard for an NCO or for me to listen to an NCO tell me how it's going to be over there when I have a combat patch stating that I had been over there with them telling me. But, you know, he became cool afterwards. I get it. Doctrine. Got it. Doctrine. You got to listen to doctrine. But more along to your point, as far as like,
because there's going to be like Army pre-pandemic, there's going to be Army life during the pandemic, and then those junior enlisted that grew up in the Army during the pandemic are going to try to do things after the pandemic.
right.
And there's going to be like a disconnect, right?
So, I mean, kind of like, I'll tell you what, there's like rites of passage almost pre-pandemic in the Army as a private. You know, you had to have fucking barracks parties, bro. You've had to have been involved in altercations, possibly with other service members from other branches. And I don't mean Army, Navy, Air Force. I mean other inner branches as far as like infantry, tankers. You know what I mean? At barracks parties, bro, barracks parties were the shit. I don't know if y'all have barracks, but barracks parties were the shit. Hunt, did you live in the barracks? You lived in the B's, right?
Yeah, I did. I lived in the B's when I was at Campbell and at Hood, but the barracks parties at Campbell were a shitload better than the ones at Hood.
Always, everything's gonna be better at Campbell, you know.
It was, man.
But but I mean, so you know, it's almost like a rite of passage. Now, I'm thinking that during the pandemic, these barracks parties were probably canceled.
Yeah,
They weren't partying anymore. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers weren't partying no more. And then, you know, it's like I said, it's almost like a rite of passage. It's kind of like what, you know, that's kind of one of the things that you want when you join the military. You want that camaraderie.
Yeah, it's like a frat on the weekends, and it builds that camaraderie between the Joes, that section.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, and then so there is going to be that disconnect now, the post-pandemic. How are these guys going to teach them what pre-pandemic was like?
Yeah.
In the post-pandemic life? I think that's what you were trying to allude to.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be tough, man. I mean, especially, I really don't know what it's gonna be like. I don't know. I thankfully got out of the military, because they weren't gonna fucking jab me with that bullshit. And you know, go ahead, huh? Say something. I will.
Oh no, I wasn't saying nothing, man. No, hey.
But like, you know, that's a really good question, man. My nephew, he's in the military now. He joined the Army. He's out in the middle of Nowheresville, out in that, let's just say it's out in the area of the sandy areas. And you know, he's happy because now he's not going to be light on the right anymore. He gets to have a combat patch. I'm still kind of like weary of, but I told him, hey man, if they say y'all earned it, y'all earned it. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's fucking hard to even articulate that, to try to put myself in those shoes. I have a problem with the fucking the type of soldier that's coming in now.
Exactly.
You know, because right now it seems like I get it. The military should be open to everybody. And now I'm about to get on my soapbox. God damn it, Adam. You had to get me there. So here's my thing. The Army should be, or the military in general, should be open to everyone. Got it. However, there are set standards that you need to fucking achieve. If you can't meet set standards, you can't join. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you got flat feet, that was a fucking standard at one time. Can't come in, you know. And please do not bring up the whole, well, they once didn't let black people in. It's a whole fucking different animal and beast. It's not even the same ballpark, not even the same sport. But, you know, with this whole era of the military becoming more of a corporation,
yeah,
I think it's saturating our soldiers, our military members, with civilian mindsets versus warrior mindsets. Because, for example, being on a boat, you have to, at some time or another, you've got to come to the realization, bro, I could fucking drown, bro. I could fucking die. This is it. You know, if we got into some shit, like you were saying, like we were joking, like, you know, you're your own people out here. But at some time, the realization comes in, like, you could fucking die. Me being in a fucking firing battery, yeah, I could shoot around, but guess what? Motherfuckers got radars too. Guess what's going to be coming back the other way? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So the possibility, you have to accept that you're going to die. These kids nowadays are coming in. I don't want to overgeneralize it, but I think that they don't have the mentality of accepting that you can be killed. And once that does set in, like the reality of like, damn, I might die, they start second guessing, like, man, I shouldn't have gotten in. So all it does is weaken us, bro. It fucking weakens us in a totality. At least that's how I see it. And I'm probably going on a tangent of I don't know what. But here's the thing, y'all. Look, and I'm gonna get canceled for this shit, or it's not gonna roll on YouTube because of this. But look, if you're a man, all right, born a man, and you want to chop your dick off and be a fucking woman, cool. Handle your business. But don't do it on the government's dime while you're doing it on the government's time. You know what I'm saying? Because now what you're doing is you're making our operational fucking readiness. It'll be delayed because now we got to fucking fill in your slot because you want to chop your dick off and get hormones. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know how the fuck we got there, but we got there. God damn it. Go ahead, man.
Let me ask this before I try to make sense of what and wherever I'm going with this.
Oh, that's all great, baby.
All right. First of all, it's for the Navy. I'm sure it's for the Army. There's not enough hours in the day to fit what the Army or the Navy schedule wants us to do. So, like, as far as we got training, we got drills, we got inspections, and and some of these I's, these things are equally important, but they all take up most of our time. Is there a way? What in your first of all, what in your mind takes precedence? Training, drilling, or inspections? Like, where should we be focusing on, and how do we?
Go ahead, Hunt. You got this one.
No, I'm sorry, I cut him off. I didn't mean to cut you off, but training got to take training, man. You got to train like you're gonna fight, and I think that people get too lax with that shit and they don't understand it. Like, I was getting on right before I got out. Last thing I did was I was at NTC, and I was getting on my guys. I was getting on everybody, and some of the people tell you that, like, they joke about it, like, yo, man, you were treating NTC like we were going to Iraq for real. And I'm like, yes, that's the purpose of training. You have to put yourself in this austere environment, fucked up conditions. Fuck it. If you're pulling guard at all hours of the night, and guard will be pulled, fuck it. You have to train like you're gonna fight. If we're gonna train and we're not taking it serious, and we get over there, you're not gonna take it serious. I don't give a fuck how scared you are, how fucking motivated you are. You're not gonna take it serious. So you have to train like you're gonna fight. That should be the most important fucking thing that there is. As far as like drills, that kind of goes down to the section level. What we would do, and that would be in our training. We would have to train on those drills, on that section, the section drills, how chief wants everything done.
Yep.
Yeah, it can go by the book, but hey, listen, I'm the chief. I've been doing this for years. This is exactly what number one, man, you need to be doing at this time. So that's just my little take on it. He fucking that shit up. Eat.
Fucking hungry, y'all. You don't even know. But no, okay. So just so we're on the same page. When you say drill, are we talking about like drill, like marching around bullshit,
like
or your crew
drills, like what's that, chemical environment drills, stuff like that?
Okay, so it kind of goes down like until a battle drills.
Yeah.
All right, so Hunt hit it on the head. Train, fucking training like you fight. Train for war. That's the mindset you need to fucking have. Especially, well, I guess we need to back it up. We need to divide the army into the combat arms and into the soft skills. If you're infantry, artillery, cavalry scout, fucking, and tankers,
attack aviation.
That's a whole other fucking beast. That's a whole other world. But yeah, they should be training too. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in the combat realm, you need to be training every fucking day to be ready to go and fucking shoot and fight and kill. That's what should be daily, every day. That's why in the field artillery, we end up going in the field so much.
A lot.
I never understood how motherfucking privates would complain. Fuck, we're going to the field again? Hey, stupid. It's in the fucking name. Field artillery. You know, it's not garrison artillery. It's not barracks artillery. It's field artillery. It's like y'all were saying, choose your rate, choose your fate.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's how it is, brother. You know, you knew what you fucking signed up for. And if you didn't, you're a fucking idiot. Most of us, we saw a cool video. We're like, that's what I want to do.
Nah, he gave me two choices, man.
But
like, I'm telling you, man, like it was bad. I literally did not. When I originally came in, my GT score was so low, they wouldn't even offer me to be a fucking cook. Like that is fucked up. They were like, "Yo, you're gonna catch a bullet one of two ways. You're gonna be infantry or artillery. Which one you want?" And I was like, "Hey, I was like, yo, I was like, which one is further away from the front line?" It was like artillery. I was like, "Sign me up."
Take it. Nah, dude.
Yeah.
But I believe training every day, but it all fucking at the end of the day, it all fucking links up, right? So training obviously has to be number one priority. Your crew drills fall into that, into the training. Now, inspections, it's a lot of dog and pony shows. I fucking hate
I'm talking, and sorry, just to clarify, I'm talking like inspections, like we have to be certified to shoot Tomahawk cruise missiles, and that's going to be under an like these SMEs that know everything come and they. Oh
yeah, we have gunners testing all the fucking time. Yeah. That's when we have our big 3 certification, gunners testing. What's it called? APF? No, what's it? Artillery Skills Proficiency Test. ASPT. Yeah.
I'm in the Navy. We don't give a fuck about uniform inspections.
Oh,
oh shit.
We do. We do. Shit. We have payday activities, my friend. But
now payday, that's crazy because Adam was talking about earlier, like on Fridays, you know, they kind of like had that lax shit, that lackadaisical. On payday activities, first of the month, you know, you come in, you have your blues on, you look good by like 12 o'clock. By lunchtime, everybody's supposed to be going. That's how it's supposed to work. So you can go handle business and pay bills at the first of the month. Yeah.
That was payday activities, you know. But here's the problem, Adam.
Is that slang or official? Sorry.
What?
No, that's official. No, that's official, man.
Like official, really? Like
yeah, you have payday activities.
That's pretty slick.
Yeah, it's payday activities. It goes back to I guess traditional days when you would get all dressed up in your uniform, you get inspected, then you got paid. Bye.
And go report to the pay officer.
Right?
That's pretty slick. Sorry.
Nah, you're good. But you know, it's it all goes in together. It all ties in. And it's important, you know, even the traditional shit in the military is important to me, at least. Look, man, I drank the Kool-Aid when it comes to the military.
Yeah.
You know, I drank it all the way down. That bitch was great. And it was delicious. And I believe that if you're going to go into the military, I don't care if you're just doing 3 years, be the best fucking thing you are in those 3 years. And afterwards, you don't like it, chuck deuces. We're all going to bitch about our job, right?
Yeah.
That's natural. But at least be the best at your fucking job while you're bitching at it. You know, one thing I remember when Hunt was an NCO, he probably doesn't even remember this, but I remember this from him. He was saying something along the lines of like, you know, I'm an NCO now. Does that mean I'm not gonna work with my Joes? Nah, fuck that. It doesn't mean that. Now, does it mean I'm gonna break my back though? No, but I'll still, you know, go out there. I'll work with them, you know, shoot a couple of jokes and shit. But I'm not gonna do all the hard work either, you know, because I did my time. That's just stuck with me. That happened a lot. You said that a long time ago. I was still a private when you said that.
God damn.
That's a lot, and I still remember that shit because it stuck with me, you know. And I believe in that type of shit, man. You know, traditional shit where you're a private, you earn your fucking stripes, you pay your fucking dues. And same thing with military traditions. Let's go back to motherfucking blood pinning. Did you guys do blood pinning?
Yeah.
You know, they took that away from us. They said it was hate.
Yeah,
then they gave us Velcro, bro. They gave us fucking Velcro. So we have to punch motherfuckers. They took that away from us.
I had my wings actually done on me. My airsoft wings. I actually graduated airsoft school on my birthday too.
Nice.
How awesome.
I mean, listen, I loved airsoft. I loved the 101st. I love airsoft school so much I went 3 times to that motherfucker. Right?
That means he failed twice.
Yeah, that means I failed twice. Right? Fucking yeah, man. Everybody in the battery, you know, they go to your graduation. Mm-hmm. Everybody in the battery. As soon as you get pinned on, they're like, okay, everybody that got wings. Go ahead and take these dammits off real quick. You won't need them. You just have to sit there and take it, man. It's fucking awesome.
But dude, let me ask you something. Adam, since he's over here interviewing us, I'm about to interview you now. Can the Navy function without officers?
Let me think about that.
I'll ask you, Hunt. Hunt, can the Army function without officers? On the real side.
Man, I think that's a yes and no. I say no because of the planning aspect. They got that planning shit down packed. But now, as far as executing, no. I think that you need that NCO to execute it. Because remember, this is just what was it called? You know, the commander's intent. Mm-hmm. So the commander would go ahead and give his intent, right? Mm-hmm. He would pass intent down to the platoon leader. The platoon leader would be like, "Hey, this is the commander's intent. All right, cool. Hey guys, listen, this is what they want to do. This is what we're finna do. We're gonna get the mission done." You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't think they need to get involved in.
Okay, so let me rephrase. How far down to the bottom level should officers dip their fucking beak? Should it come down all the way to the squad level, section level?
Hell no, it don't need to be that. Platoon level at the most.
Crew work level, work crew level. Like, do they need to be all the way down there in that level in the Navy?
Platoon level at best. Section level, fuck no.
Yeah, department level. I can't do the conversions right now in my head, but I think a department head is definitely needed, and then we got division officers, which honestly the E7 could pick up most of the slack of a divo. Do you guys add O's to like your officers? Like our division officer is divo.
Well, I mean,
our supply officers is the suppo, stuff like that.
Nah, man. We just
have Fido. That's the only one.
That's the only one I've heard is a Fido. So
okay,
and that would be the
field direct, the FDC officer. What is it? The fire direction officer. God damn, get it together, Mike. Christ. It's the fire direction officer.
The most easiest shit he could say. Fido, yeah. Fire direction officer. That's the only one I've ever heard was a Fido, to be honest. But
that freaked me out, man. Like when I first had a lieutenant call him a Fido, I thought that was disrespectful when I got to my unit. And I was like, oh, go talk to Fido. I was like, did you just call that officer that? Oh my God.
Like calling him a dog and shit.
Yeah. So fucked up. I was like, no, any better.
Oh man.
But you know what's weird is like the E7 could do most, if not all, of the junior officer. It's usually a O1 or something's job, but I don't think the E7 could do like an E6's job or an E5's job, even though he had to have done it.
Right. Okay. You're gonna have to explain that one to me, Chief.
I think. Well, I got to speak specifically for the Tomahawk community, but I just think there's too much details like that he has to constantly be updated with. And hold on, let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
For operational, there's too much like it's like you have to know where to click on the screen and stuff like that. Like that could get lost. He knows the E7 knows like the steps in order to do it, but he doesn't know how to physically do it, if that makes sense.
How does he not know how to do it if he was there at one time?
Like if I were to
y'all don't get promoted through the like now
I'm
confused. Go ahead.
If I were to set an E7 at my console, at the Tomahawk console, he couldn't launch a Tomahawk.
So he's never done that position before or something?
He definitely has as a E6, but I think that the for lack of a better word, the way it gets done, the software changes every couple of years that you can't do it. So I'm not saying like
updated.
Yeah. So I guess I'm not saying. I guess what I'm saying is not true. E7 could do it if he were to keep up with it, but he has so much on his plate that he can't actually.
I guess because in artillery though we're so simplistic. Like I mean we're still fucking firing rounds with powders from Vietnam, and I mean that's no bullshit, bro. You'll see some of these canisters that they open up. Remember we were talking about the fucking. I stole that shit from you too about the senses, the 5 fucking senses and shit.
Oh no, that was a good episode. I'm glad. Like I enjoyed hearing those answers.
dude. Like I can still smell the canister when you pop it open because it's like, it's like, and you smell the fucking cordite and stuff like that. But I mean, dude, it's been in there since the 60s. We're firing rounds that were built in the fucking 50s and 60s, bro. So I think that's why field artillery will never go away. But it's so easy that we come up through the ranks, you know, obviously from being a powder bitch, which by the way, you made honorary. You know, you could be the powder bitch, you know, handing out there, you know, 5 and 6 to the rear. Oh, I fucking hated that stupid shit. Basic, and then, you know, advanced party, all that good stuff. Then you move up to ammo team chief, the gunner, which is what everybody wants to do. Number one man and gunner. Then what's next after that? Gunny. Oh yeah, chief,
gunny, smoke.
I can't think of anybody who's been in the field artillery that won't know how to do the job under him at all, unless he was fucking an ass kissing piece of shit who fucking just hid out in the goddamn training room all the goddamn time. Oh, never mind. I'm about to start shooting fucking.
And see, so now you got me thinking, and so like I kind of re-on your track because like my E6 could do the job, could do our job, and could do most of the Chiefs' job, the E7's job. Mm-hmm. But I'm still think that an E7 has just been out of the game too long that he couldn't do.
You see, it's crazy because like I don't know if y'all do this right. So like in the Army, you have to go through you go through PLDC, ANOC, and BNOC, right? Those are the 3 stages that you have to go through, and now they got the Master Sergeant course. So PLDC, that's the primary leadership development course. It's like an E5. That's when they kind of try to teach you. ANOC, Advanced Non-Commissioned Officer School. They changed that to whatever the fuck it is now. That's more specific to your job. So that's more.
It was BNOC first. You had you had that. You had the BNOC phase 1 where you learn admin bullshit.
Yeah.
And then BNOC phase 2 was where you learn how to be at the what we call a section chief or squad leader. At that level, you learn your position there. Like he was saying, in increments. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to know it really, but that's where they kind of like break down some more things because you know they always tell you that you have to go there knowing it, but they would break some stuff down there.
They bring out suck puppets.
Yeah, and then you know for the sergeant first classes, even they break things down to them that they still have to learn, and you know they still go over some stuff with the gun as well. And because they're out there while training is going on, you know what I'm saying? They're still always being refreshed on, hey, listen, okay, this goes down. And the way that artillery was done, man, jokers were getting promoted so fast. It's like, okay, man, I was just a fucking chief yesterday and I'm fucking smoked today. So like fucking it's still fresh on my mind.
Right. I mean, but yeah, maybe to your point, Adam, maybe there's a big disconnect in the time you get promoted from E6 to E7. Is there like a big gap in between where you finally make that promotion? And then
there can be, but yeah.
I mean, like for us, like Hunt was saying, motherfuckers were getting picked up for E7 left and fucking right. Some of you were like, they picked him up and not me. Are you fucking serious? Yeah, I was that petty motherfucking salty motherfucker. But you know, but like what I was saying, every time we went to school, we talked about and we put our hands on our machines, on our fucking pieces. You know, so we can't train and lead on something we don't fucking know. Like I'm telling you, my E7, my first E7, my first platoon sergeant, Smoke Norwood, that man could talk field artillery like the back of his fucking hand. He knew that shit left, right, all over the place. Now, I don't know about much else. And that and the fucking Cowboys.
I just want to reiterate to the Navy folks that may happen to be, I'm not saying that E7 can't do an E5 job anymore.
That's exactly what we said. No.
Like E7 could definitely tell us, hey, make sure this missile's powered up and make sure this mission gets assigned to this missile, etc. But I don't think that they could actually do it themselves unless they were like an instructor or in the book.
How are they overseeing it then? How are they in charge of it and overseeing it if they don't know the TTP or they don't know the crew drills itself?
Or the updated software.
I guess like we literally can't shoot anything unless it gets signed off, and along the progress, we're showing the chief, hey, this is what we're doing, just to keep them updated.
He's probably just sitting back with his feet up, like, all right,
yeah. I mean, like, yeah, that shit blows my mind because it's like, no, man, like platoon sergeant knows their shit. They have to know that equipment. They have
trust me, and the chief. Like,
well, yeah, I'm not shitting on nobody, man.
And our E7, like the whole time, he's looking at radar screens and he's monitoring comms, and he has a lot to do. And so I just want to reiterate that I don't think that E7 can't do it. I just think he has too much on his plate.
He put the Navy on blast, saying that E7s don't know shit.
They
need to go back to They need to go back to E5 school to learn. He's saying that E5 knows more than E7. That's what I took out of that.
Get that shit together.
You know what? Let's go with that. A seasoned E5 knows more than E7, and definitely an 01.
Dude, anybody knows more than an 01.
Oh God.
Oh my God, dude. Hey, gentlemen, we're down to about 2 minutes left. I want to thank you all for this moment. Dude, I wanted to do a little more talking regarding my I started therapy today.
Good shit.
So I did group therapy, and maybe we'll talk about that one next week. I'm doing it every Thursday now, group therapy. I'm the only motherfucker talking there because everybody else is quiet as fuck.
Well, you got a podcast, so you're kind of like...
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I think I might have probably tripped some people out when I tell them, like, there's times in my head that I just want to kick people in their fucking kneecaps and watch it break backwards. I don't think that's a bad thing, but it's not a good thing either. But anyway, we'll talk more about that next week. Adam, I appreciate you being on here, man. It's always awesome. Where can they find you, brother? Where can they find your socials?
Average GI Joe Pod, POD, and just search for that, and you'll find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
And Lee Hunt, when you're not fucking canceled on TikTok, where can I find you? Because I had no idea who the fuck you were with your new name, and I think it's like That Guy Again or some shit.
Oh yeah. So yes, That Guy. You look for me. I am That Guy Again, or you can look at like King Virgo 82 at me at King Virgo 82. But yes, That Guy Again.
Dude, I really like that last fucking that last question you brought up, and I want to go ahead and start bringing, like, if y'all got questions like that, I want to put them on the Facebook so we could get motherfuckers to interact with us and shit. And to all fucking 5 of y'all that heard this on the YouTube, because we're gonna get canceled for the Rona, I appreciate y'all love, man. For the rest of y'all hearing us on the Spotify and on the podcast, thank y'all, thumbs up, whatever the fuck y'all do. I appreciate y'all fucking hanging out with us. And I ain't got much else for y'all except I want to tell you thank you. Thanks, Adam, for being here. Hunt, thank you for being here. And with that said, make sure y'all go check out Red Leg Custom Woodwork so you can get your motherfucking artillery round. Rounds complete. Intermission. Gunline out. Bye, motherfuckers.